Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. For these remaining days of Ramadan, I thought we will focus on something that is very dear to our hearts, every one of us here. Some of us are past the stage, some are still in it, but ultimately we are all involved in the process of raising children and raising them in the United States. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us in Surah At-Tahrim, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. O you who believe, save yourselves and your children from the fire of hell. My deepest and humblest compliments to parents who've raised their kids, and I have had the opportunity of seeing them grow in this community for the past 30 years. And some of us have had a remarkable accomplishment, truly remarkable. It's one thing to raise a child in Cairo, it's one thing to raise a child in Riyadh, it's one thing to raise a child in Karachi, but raising a child in the United States is quite a different matter. Without even practicing Islam in the family, a child is still living within a culture that is Islamic, even in modern day Cairo, in modern day Kuala Lumpur. The atmosphere reverberates with the sounds and the smells of Islam. Your faith is protected not just by what you've been taught or even how you've been raised at home, although these are two essential ingredients for success. Ultimately, success is in the hands of Allah, as we will find out when we look at the Anbiya and some of their unfortunate setbacks. But for most people, if the training is right, if the atmosphere at home is good, then all that remains is for the culture outside the home to be conducive to that faith. Otherwise, you will be swimming against the current, which is why I am in awe of those parents who raise their kids here in this country and who can still bend their heads in salah. And some of them, mashallah, you see them leading the salah here, you look at them outside. This is very hard to come by in this modern age. We're living in a culture of hedonism, of agnosticism, skepticism. We are encouraged to violate our principles and our ethics. We're taught these values at school. And so we have to raise children and do so very diplomatically, lest they become estranged from us because of our strict discipline at home. How do we balance that? How do we inculcate those Islamic values? And some of us are not trained to do that. You don't have the necessary religious background. But yet, alhamdulillah, to the best of my knowledge, mashallah, some of us, obviously there are a large percentage of them who are not in this masjid, who have unfortunately fallen by the wayside. But we still have hope when I look at you and see that you have come a long way. And all within this rather hostile environment. Inshallah, we'll talk about this tomorrow.